diamonds and gents, this is Miss Trey that Jim, and you are watching Jim Sport TV. This is about to be an Empire Season 1 Episode 3 recap. Baby, let me give you some of this Lucius Lion realness right now. Honey, did y'all see how he was crying and carrying on at the man's funeral? And he done shot this man in the eyeball. He done shot that man in the eyeball. Killed this man cold-blooded dead. So, let me give y'all what stuck out to me first. So, basically, Anita had hired a private investigator to follow Cookie around. Excuse me. I guess he found out that the Fed, she was working with the feds or whatever, but I guess Lucius thought it was for him. Which, come to find out, on the next episode, I know I'm jumping, on the next episode we about to find out why he was so bothered and worried. Okay, so anywho, we find out that he's bothered and he's worried. He's worried because looks like it's gonna be some foul play going on. So basically, you know, I guess the Italian guy is talking to him like, man, you don't want me to bring your past up, so you ain't going public or woo. Anyway, let's get into this one. So Lucius is feeling particular kind of way. He go holler at Cookie. He like, let me tell you something now. I love you, but I will stop, kill, do whatever I got to do to keep my dynasty going. My empire will go on. And so she looking like, she was like, first of all, if you think I rolled over on you, you'll be in jail right now. I didn't roll over on you. So I don't know what's going on, but it ain't me. And so he like, let's just make it clear. So Cookie go meets with the Fed lady, tell her Lucius is on to us. And she like, well, listen, we ain't after Lucius, we after so-and-so, so-and-so. And she was like, well, he on some Darth Vader type stuff, so I'm going to need for you to help me figure out a way to get me out of this. So I guess she said, well, I'll, you know, come up with something. Needless to say, she finds out that Anita Lion hired the private investigator through the Fed person. And so now she's feeling a particular kind of way. But she trying to find an old school writer that helped her write, wrote a song back in the day for her Puma. So before she finds him, she gets to the funeral and she's talking to look like her little sister, which is played by Tracy Smith. I love me some Tracy Smith. And so she was like, you know, I got a bone to pick with you. She said, oh, I got a few bones to pick with you. We could get to picking, baby. Let's pick on, honey. And she was like, well, did you tell on me? And she was like, I haven't told anybody nothing. She was like, you think I would tell on you? She was like, on my kids. You know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't tell on you, you know? And so she was like, well, Lucius found out some particular kind of way. But I guess I'm jumping backwards because she finds out who told. So anyway, she tells her to find Puma, so the Fed person found it. So we in the funeral and Gladys Knight, yes God honey, Miss Gladys Knight, I love her, always been her biggest fan since I was a little girl. I used to karaoke all her songs. I love Gladys Knight. And so Gladys Knight sang, everybody in the funeral basically crying. And Lucius is telling a warped version of the story of what really happened between him and the cousin that passed. Now, Lucius is starting to get symptoms. I'm telling you, baby, that's real though. When you do people wrong and you know what I'm saying, you do people wrong and you got an illness in your body, 9 times out of 10, when you wrong like that, it amplifies. And let me just go ahead and say it start amplifying on him. And so Anita walks in and she like, what's wrong with you? And he like, I got a leg cramp. But did y'all see she lays across his leg even after you say he had a leg cramp? Moving on. So he's like all excited that Hakeem is with this girl that's on the label. I'm guessing she like a superstar. Looks like they trying, like she's like a Rihanna type. You know what I'm saying? If y'all get the feel of that, let me know. Drop it down below if y'all agree with that. It seems like she kind of like a Rihanna type. Yeah. And so he all excited because she was like, well, she's going to do big things for the company. So I'm guessing that the girl is on her roster. And so he was like, well, let's have a dinner, inviting her over, welcoming her to the family because I want them to stay together. So basically what Lucius is trying to do is marry him off to a superstar so that they can be a power couple. But babe, Jamal sings the song. Lucius old dirty nasty butt trying to take the song from him to give it to John Legend, talking about, you know I own that song. And sidebar, Puma, you knew damn well you had sold that song. I'm just saying, you wrong for that. Now I was pissed off, I was mad, even though it was wrote in the script. I was mad. I'm like, I know he didn't just send her a song for this boy to say that he know he sold to Lucius back in the dizzle. And that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. See, that's why your butt stuck in friend zone after 17 years later. Because you don't know what to do. You don't send nobody a song that you was wrong for that, Puma. You was real wrong for that. Turn up on Puma. You was wrong for that. So anyway, Jamal took that song and made it everything, honey. And when he got through singing it, even Lucius was like, woo, I'm about to sell it. But Lucius, you wrong. You wrong, baby. Wrong. And baby, did Cookie feel a particular kind of way about that? Cookie came for his head and said, you going to hell. You going to hell for treating that boy like that. And he was like, you just mad. Baby, I love it. Jamal came back at her. He was like, you just mad because I'm you on steroids, meaning I'm you amplified 32,000, baby. You can't do it like Jamal Lion do it. You better get it sold. He told his boyfriend to come on. Because I'm saying that because everybody keep calling this man Michelle. His name is Michael. Okay? So he was like, come on. I'm going to take me and mine and we up out of here. So he tell Michael, come on, boo. Let's roll. You know what I'm talking about? So he get to the house. They sitting up. He kind of pissed off. He having a cocktail and everything. And here come Lucius. Okay? Okay, so Lucius comes to the house and they talking back and forth, and finally Jamal said, you know what, my loyalty is no longer for sale. He said, Michael, pack up, we up out of here. He said, give me 15, threw his keys at his feet like, woo. Lucius like, wait, now you a little mad right now. He was like, poop, deuces. So you know he gonna end up moving with Cookie. Moving on. So let me backtrack. So the detective goes sees Lucius, and basically the detective kind of suspect without saying that it's Lucius that then killed this man. So this homeless kind of schizophrenic guy seen the whole thing, and so he calling out lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! And finally, dude catch on, and he like, man, is this the lion you talking about? And show him a picture of Lucius. Baby, he was like, that's him. So now the detective got the ammo, the eyewitness that he need, but because he's, you know, mentally not there, people are not going to really, you know, take his testimony. So, he goes from that to, excuse me, y'all, because I feel a particular kind of way when somebody say that. Because somebody has a mental disease, you don't listen to what it is they're saying. That touched me. Because it's like when you go through things mentally and people really just, you literally got to scream in order to get your voice heard. I feel a particular kind of way about that. And so when you're around people and you have issues, what transpires is you act as sober-minded as possible. And you can't be transparent. And you can't be yourself or what you go through or your emotion, because people don't take what you say seriously. And so I felt a particular kind of way when they was talking about that, because it was like, what? Instead of taking the time to listen to what it is he was saying, like the other detective should have, he came back and he listened to him. And that touched me, because when you go through things emotionally, and when you go through things and you have any type of mental thing, whether it's depression, schizophrenia, bipolar, or whatever, people tend not to listen to what you say. I'm the kind of person where, because I've been through certain things and bouts with depression and things like that, when you tell people that, they tend not to listen to you. They tend to think that you always angry or you this and that and another. But when I'm talking at a normal key, hear me now, you're not listening to what it is I'm saying. But when I yell about it, or when I debate about it, or when I have a conflict, oh, you listening. So I commend that they put that there, and I commend that dude was like, man, yeah, okay, y'all keep saying he crazy, but I'm gonna go listen to what my man got to say, because even though he might be schizo, he still saw what he saw. And I commend that. Out of all the hatred and everything.
Okay, it just went dark all of a sudden, so I don't know how to get my light back. So y'all may have to change angles and probably get closer if it don't change in a minute. So let's see how this gonna work.
So basically, I commend them for doing that. I was like, you know, that was everything to me. Moving on. So, Cookie walks up on him trying to open up his pills. He claimed it was nothing but some hypertension. And she was looking at him like, yeah, you shook. Like you think something about to catch on to you. And she was like, you real shook. She said, but you can't hide from me, because Cookie knows all. And I was like, ooh, get him, Cookie. Miss Anita kind of like let Cookie know, like, you don't know who you messing with. I'm a debutante. I got these pearls on. I cut you and my pearls won't move one bit, one iota. Baby, did she give us some realness? But then Cookie said, she said, ooh, that's kind of turned me on. Like, yes, I'm here for the pretty turn up, queen. Anyway, so that's what I got from Empire. If I left out anything that stuck out to y'all, y'all know what to do. Drop it down below and let me know what you think about it. Also, do y'all think that they trying to make old girl look like she could be like a Rihanna-esque type thing? Let me know down below, okay? And that was my Empire Season 1 Episode 3 review / recap, whatever you want to call it. Diamonds, you are the toughest material on the earth, ladies, and there's none like you. Jits, you're no longer boys when you watch this channel. And to all my dollars, appreciate you, babies. Have joy, love, and be empowered in the 2015. You be blessed.